one, go!
Tuck in those glutes. Alright, looks like we have Silver versus Benjy right now. Silver going in pretty hard, as we all know last time he did very well in this tournament. Looks like Benjy is putting up quite the fight, though. Both players very equal in terms of percentage, although could change at any point. Both players, I believe, in kill range. It depends on what the conversion will be for each. Alright, Benjy gets Silver off the stage. What's his edge guard going to be? Ooh, tries to go for the hard read there into option select of Thunder, but neither move hit. Silver doing a good job just staying alive. He's powered up right now, so all of his moves could be potentially fatal to Benjy. Here's the... Ooh, that back throw, is that going to take it? Oh no, back throw is not strong enough. Oh, what's the edge guard going to be? Oh! Okay, that was quite the exchange. Both players not really landing any strong hits right now. So, I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. In this... Oh! Double KO! So, in this game, there's regions of percent where additional percent won't really matter as much anymore. Generally speaking, you'll have a couple go-to kill moves, and other moves that you have generally are not kill options until you get to that point in the game. In my personal opinion, I do think that as the characters progress, if you can learn which moves convert into other things better at higher percentages, it's great. But up until you get to that point, or when you hit that threshold, really extra percentage is not a concern. It's just about landing that strong hit. Okay. Good quick attack into back-end conversion. Oh, not the hard read. You know what? I respect that, but he gets the wrong way. So he was expecting a roll on the stage. He actually did just a regular get up. Alright. Okay, so it looks like again both players very even in stock right now. Benjy is holding on. Silver does have stage advantage though. Ooh, block or did he dodge the Salute the Sun? Oh, good forward air by Benjy. Going in with another forward air. Oh, takes the stock. Okay. So Silver's in a bit of predicament. As we all know, it's winter semis right now. So in this one in particular, I believe this is still already top 8. So it is a best of 5. But still, any advantage you get, you would want. He still really wants to stay in here right now. And even though he is down to stock, the game's not over yet. Honestly, it's just a couple good reads and then you're back in. Good quick attack by Benjy. Oh, Salute the Sun. Opsine catches him on the get up. Very smart play by Andrew. Or by Silver. So that's an interesting thing. Characters with those type of projectiles that cover that much of the screen, you can actually use it to option select both get up attack, regular get up, and roll. As long as you position it properly. That one, it was definitely good. Oh my gosh. Benjy is a savage. Goes straight in, goes for that fair, and manages to close out the stock. Super strong performance by Benjy there. But again, very close match at the end. Benjy did have a lot more momentum going into it though. Again, I believe right now it's just all about the players. The players are probably going to pick, if they want to stay with the character or not, if they are going to pick a different stage. Again, Smash is one of those unique games where playing the stage matters quite a bit, because some characters will have more advantage. Huh? Some characters will have... Okay, cool. Yeah, some characters will have more advantage going into a stage with platforms versus a stage like Final Destination. So I know Final Destination is pretty synonymous with Smash, but at the same time, the different platforms, different positioning, the different heights, the different lengths, it all goes into consideration for the matchup. And so, generally speaking, when you lose a round, you want to pick the most advantageous stage for yourself. So, let's see what pick Silver went with. So Silver's going with Pit this time, so definitely a change from his previous character, who was Wii Fit Trainer. But again, both players do very similar things. The thing is, though, I would say Pit does have more of a, I guess, combo game you would want to say, and he's more balanced in terms of all the things that he does. It's very strong recovery by him too, so it should be interesting to see how Silver uses that to his advantage. However, Benjy is still putting up quite the performance right now. So it's interesting because characters that are good with balance or characters that are zoning specific, they want to play a keep away game, right? Or they want to play in a range where it benefits them most. Generally speaking, loner characters who are projectile based will want you to be farther away. Balanced characters kind of want to do a bit of both, so you don't really necessarily rush down. Oh my gosh, that's a good, sending him to Davy Jones. So I mean, as I was saying, like, yeah, it just depends on what the character wants to do. Pikachu, one of those characters, as you guys can see, very aggressive, and you do want to play kind of a rushdown game with Pikachu. You do have ways to kind of set the pace of the match using your Thunder Jolts, but again, it really depends, right? Because Pikachu does have both tools available to him. Very good normals. When he gets in on you, it's very hard to get him off. But at the same time, if you don't have the tools, then you're going to be pelleted by him the whole time with Thunder Jolts. That was such a good forward B by Silver. Manages to catch Benjy coming down with an aerial. And again, it's all about adaptation, right? So again, Pit is one of those characters that really want to do a balanced playstyle. And with a balanced playstyle, you'll have tools at your disposal to handle defensive options against aggressive options. So it's quite nice. Alright. Again, both players so neck and neck right now. Silver is at a slight disadvantage. Uses the orbital to super armor his way through Benjy's forward air to recover onto the stage. Very smart. So this is one of those situations where I'm talking about, right? Where Pit is at a very high percentage right now. He's almost at 150%. Basically, a lot of the moves that you would normally use to close out a stock would be enough to take him out. However, this one will really depend on what Benjy does with it. So he can continue hitting with Thunder Jolts. That just puts added pressure onto Silver to commit to more things, and it helps him with positioning. But in all honesty, in these situations, the extra damage won't do more. But what it does do for you is it'll allow you to combo because the stun will now be higher. Good job on Benjy closing out the stock, and then Silver returning the favor with on the ledge forward throw, closing out that stock. That was such a good combo. Almost an accidental SD by Benjy, but manages to latch onto the ledge the last second. Man, these players are just so closely matched in skill. It's hard to tell what will happen next. Oh, good stuff by Silver. Good conversion. Catches him with the throw. Going in with the forward air. What's that conversion going to be? All right. Good back air by Silver. But Benjy, again, going in with those Thunder Jolts, managing to catch him on the jump. And then he's going in. The aggression is coming out. Ooh, almost tries to cheese him with the Thunder. Managed to get the hit, but not the spike hitbox. That was a good dash attack, though. Again, both players exactly equal in stats. Oh, gets him with the dash attack. Alright, Benjy's slightly in advantage right now. What's he going to do with that advantage? That's the real question. Gets him with the... Oh! Okay, no, not FD, not FD. Oh, but he baited him! Alright, very... So I'm pretty sure that was a misinput by Silver. He orbitaled off the stage, recovered, but then decided to, I'm gonna jump off the ledge and just go hard with that YOLO dare, because why not, into up smash, and it worked. And you know what? The thing is, randomness in this type of game, or any fighting game for that matter, is always going to be a factor, and it's always going to be something that's going to be beneficial. It just depends on whether or not you can harness something unexpected. That will make a big difference. And so in this particular scenario, it appears as though Silver was able to capitalize on the unexpectedness of his recovery attack, and he managed to close out the stock, which won him the game. So the question right now is, what is going to happen between these two players? Is Benjy going to stay Pikachu? And what stage will he pick? And it looks like the answer is yes. He will be staying with Pikachu. All right. So again, very strong performance by Silver, but nothing too dominating. So it could be any player's match right now. Again, last game for this match, so we'll see who advances. Going to Kalos Pokemon Elite Four Stadium here. Actually, I don't think it's called Pokemon Stadium, but it's Kalos League. So again, this is interesting because it's kind of like the same stage we just saw with Town and City, where you have platforms on the sides, but it's a lot more enclosed. So again, we go back to talking about the rushdown versus balance versus zoning archetype. Pikachu kind of falls within the balance / aggression or rushdown archetype, right? So having a smaller stage will benefit Pikachu quite a bit. That means that Silver has to actually pick his attacks quite intelligently. Oh! And as I say, that catches him with a dare. That is so clean. So it's not something you see often from Pit. I don't think I have seen Pit go in with those type of spiked dares ever. So the fact that he's so consistent with it, especially on an online environment, is very impressive. Oh, catches him with oh my gosh, good tech by Silver, but very good aggression by Benjy. Oh, catches him with up smash. Not enough to take out the stock though. Wow. Silver faded back just enough to stay out of range for those forward airs. Benjy had the right idea, but unfortunately Silver one-upped him on that one. Alright, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, Silver doesn't really care about getting hit by those Thunder Jolts at this point. Like, everything's gonna kill him. So he just kind of takes some of the hits and fire back with his own neutral beat. And that was so good! So he manages to hit him with the orbital, gets him off the stage, and then finishes him off with a forward air. So right now, Benjy needs to really play well because, first of all, he needs to close off the stock. Because if he can close off the stock, it will allow him to come back into this game. But right now, Silver has so much momentum going on. Oh my gosh. And again, this is kind of what we go back to, where Benjy doesn't seem to be able to find what that final hit will be to take out the stock. Because, again, you get to a point where your other attacks, they won't matter. Like, the Thunder Jolts aren't going to do anything for you. But throws like that will definitely do something for you. So it really depends at this point, like what the approaches both players want to take. Silver needs to just maintain his advantage. Benjy is actually the one that needs to be aware of the situation and just capitalize where he can. Because right now, even though he took the stock, Silver is still in control of the stage, and he's still in control of the pace. And so Benjy really needs to take that away in order to make a comeback here. But here's the thing, like, the higher percentage you are, the more in danger you'll be by getting hit by random things. So really, it just depends on if Benjy is going to be able to dodge the unexpected attacks, and if Silver can actually make mistakes right now. It's fine because, again, it's not going to impact him in the same way that it would Benjy. He can afford to take those mistakes because he has the percentage and he has extra stock, so he has insurance. Whereas Benjy's on his last leg right now. All of his reads have to be on point, otherwise it's not going to happen. And there you go. I believe in him just now with either a forward tilt or a dash attack. But either way, enough to close up the match. Silver advances to the next round. Oh, good match by Benjy and Silver. Like, honestly, at the end there, I couldn't tell what was going on anymore. In terms of who's going to come out on top, right? Because in reality, you never know. But really good comeback by Silver. I don't think anyone really expected that kind of dominating pressure from Pit at the very end. So that one's quite exciting. So in the meantime, let me just pull up the Twitch chat really quickly. And Street Battle. And then I'm just gonna also see if I can pull up the bracket for everyone. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's enjoying our online series for Smash Smash Ultimate Advanced Street Battle. Again, this is something that's pretty exciting because normally we would have a whole venue for this. Players will come out and play their matches, but with the whole current events that are happening right now, stay safe at home, still be able to get your grind on, and still be able to provide you guys with like these fantastic matches, I think is something that we're very fortunate to have. So I hope everyone's enjoying the game so far, and I think it's been a lot of fun. Just taking a quick look at the bracket right now, it looks like the next match we have will either be, let me see. So, Long, do you know if we're doing losers or winners finals first? Okay, cool. Sorry, I think I just said losers finals. I meant losers quarters. So right now, again, we're going to have another match by Benjy. So Bhakla is going to be his opponent. Again, another repeat player from the previous tournament. So this will be quite exciting just to see kind of the experience and the character diversity that these characters will bring, or these players will bring. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I believe that for these type of matches, the more we kind of see what each player kind of plays, the more that we can kind of appreciate the fact that, yes, it is an online environment, but at the same time, like, we're still getting those sick down airs, we're still getting those sick conversions, those really cool combos, and these different characters that they all bring out, right? So, still good experience. Yes, it's not going to be the same as an offline environment, but at the same time, still valuable for anyone that is interested in playing the game and wants to learn more about it. So, that'll be exciting. So it looks like Bhakla just joined, and then Benjy's still here. So let's see who each person picks. I have a feeling based on Benjy's icon, he's gonna stick with Pikachu, but we'll have to wait and see how Bhakla will choose to respond to that. What's the music on the stream tonight, Long? Is it Ring-a-Ding still or something else now? Okay, so we going J-pop here, guys. Looks like this is gonna be a recurring theme for our future installments. So honestly, I feel like it might be fun if we have like song requests for the viewers. What do you guys think? Okay. Then, so again, both players right now probably agreeing to a stage, probably agreeing to which characters they're going to play. It'll be exciting either way. But here's the cool thing about Smash tournaments. Basically, there's a list of stages you can pick from. And from those stages, both players kind of pick the ones they don't like, and whatever you end on is the stage that you will attend for the first round. Some players will just agree to certain stages. A very popular one will be Pokemon Stadium 2. Kind of funny because, again, iconically, you have Final Destination or Battlefield as the kind of go-to online, or generally speaking, we're going to settle it in Smash on these stages. But Pokemon Stadium seems to be the fan favorite for the people in this game. So, okay, it looks like we have Pikachu versus Banjo and Kazooie. And funny enough, we actually go to Omega version or the Final Destination version of one of the other stages in the game. So it'll be interesting. Pikachu is, again, a rushdown character, has balance in the fact that he has some like projectile moves to help him keep people away. Banjo is one of those characters that do have a lot of defensive options. And while not a zoner archetype, he does have tools that allow him to zone. So he's not quite balanced, not the same as something like Pit, for example, but he definitely does have a diverse move set. But still, Benjy putting down the rushdown right now, and again, making Banjo look like a lot bigger of a character than he is. Catching him with different attacks. The weight of Banjo is definitely helping Benjy with these combos, and man, that's aggressive. Trying to get him with the spike down air, but doesn't manage to get him off the stage. Honestly, any player can have it right now. Bhakla down to his last Wonder Wing. Is he going to use it to recover? Yeah. There you go. Wonder Wing is now off the table. Benjy doesn't have to respect that move anymore, so it just depends on how he's going to capitalize on this. Both players have such high percentage, anything can really take him down. I fully expect kind of a like YOLO smashes on this environment, and I take it completely back. Benjy with a very smart dash attack to catch his landing opponent. Good punish on Benjy's part and good awareness. Oh, the Wonder Wing comes out, gets grabbed. What's it gonna be? Oh, goes through the air. Is he going again? Oh, so he did go for the second one, but doesn't manage to get the hit going. But it's all good. Oh, gets that down smash, but doesn't manage to connect. Goes for the nair. What's this match gonna be? Oh, okay, both players just kind of zoning each other out. Again, kind of interesting because I think Benjy benefits a bit more from tacking on these bits of percentages because I think Banjo is a bit of a heavier character, whereas with Banjo, like, there's only so much you want to get Pikachu 2 before it gets to a point where, oh, I take it back. So he conditioned him to blocking, and then Benji's like, you know what, I feel like I've been blocking a lot. Goes to the jump and gets hit by the Wonder Wing. Good capitalization by Bhakla. Goes to another Wonder Wing, gets punished. Alright. So I think one of the difficult things, just from observation, is just Pikachu has a lot of ways to get back to the center of the stage. So in order to hold stage advantage against Pikachu, it is hard because Pikachu has lots of ways of getting back there. One of the keys I've noticed that the players have been using is you just have to put Pikachu into a bad position, right? And it's hard because he does have a lot of movement options. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to your own player's skill in order to put your put your opponents into those positions. Oh, good recovery by Bhakla. Oh, gets down there anyways though. Alright, good awareness by Benjy. Oh, good positioning on the grenade. Oh my gosh, so that option select. Okay, so that one was interesting. I'm not really sure what Benjy could have done after the grenade was dropped already, but basically because he hesitated, it allowed Bhakla to set up both the grenade to cover his get-up option, and then use Wonder Wing to cover anything else he might have picked where the grenade would no longer be covering. And because of that, he managed to option select more options than... Actually, he might have option selected for every option. So forcing a stock for Benjy. And look at that, like both players get neck and neck. No one with any distinct advantage. It just depends on who's going to get that final hit. And I noticed that this happens quite a lot in this particular game, where matches are decided by just final hit situations, and just like that, Bhakla goes in with a hard read forward B, Wonder Wing to take out the stock. Unbelievable. So again, the momentum was on Benjy's side. He did have all the hits, he got the attacks, he made the right reads, but in the end, all it took was just that one correct read by Banjo and Kazooie to close out the stock. And that's the thing, right guys? Like, you could feel like a match is really difficult, you could feel like the matches are, in a way, either not really manageable, but remember, this game is a lot about reads, right? So as long as you can get those type of reads, as long as you can make the right calls, you can close out stocks even if it feels like you're at a disadvantage. And Benjy, like, he had all the advantage, but Bhakla just came back just with the correct options or option select coverages, which is super strong. Oh, thank you for the raid, Richie. Okay, so let's see. Make the arena music pasta, the SNK song. Okay. Yeah. All right. Looks like we're going into round 2. So is Benjy gonna stay? Yeah, Benjy chooses to stay with Pikachu. Bhakla chooses to stay with Banjo and Kazooie. So right now it's just a matter of which player wants to play who, right? Or what kind of matches do they want this to be? I'm kind of surprised about the stage pick by Benjy. I mean, like, I think this one is, what, Smashville? Oh, yeah, I take it all back. Within the first, not even 10 seconds, manages to take the first stock. So, I mean, this is a big disadvantage for Bhakla. He does have a long way to climb, but you can't let these things get to you. In terms of instances like this, they do happen. You just have to accept it and just continue with the match. Let's see if Bhakla has that mental fortitude to do that. Wonder Wing. Again, he just keeps going for those Wonder Wing reads. Very akin to kind of Flare Blitz with Charizard, except the feels a lot safer. Oh, managed to get him with the down tilt. Gets him with the egg. Catches the grab. Oh my gosh, plants him to the ground and just knocks him out. Very good showing by Bhakla. And again, just showing that just because you're down to stop doesn't mean you can't even it up just like that. Bhakla is at a % deficit, but at the same time, all it takes is a couple good reads. Wonder Wing is off the table, so one of his main kill options is now no longer available. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Oh, catches him with the down air. Very good awareness by Benjy. Honestly, it still could be any character's game. Throwing out the Wonder Wing, only 4 of those left. Again, he has to be careful with that because Benjy still has 2 stocks. If he's going to use one to close the stock, he still has to have another one for the final stock as well. But again, something that we'll have to wait and see how Bhakla will adapt. Benjy getting hit by these eggs. It looks like Easter out here. Going in. Oh, catching with the bomb. Goes in for the Wonder Wing. Doesn't get anything out of it. Oh, gets down here. Destroyed. That game was less than 2 minutes, people. And Benjy already showing his dominance. And again, it all depends, right? So, Bhakla is one of those, playing one of those characters where he does have a lot of zoning tools. But zoning tools, generally speaking, will lose the rushdown if you cannot keep the rushdown character out of your face. And the thing is, Benjy was in his face the whole game, just calling him out, just saying like, look, you know what, I'm taking this tournament, I'm eliminating you right now, I'm not going to let you do anything that you want to do, and we're not on Easter holiday, guys, this ain't a stat day, but he made it look really free, really free. Alright, so Benjy's actually going back. I think he might be either picking a different character, picking a different stage. I'm not really sure what he's doing right now, but a bit of a pause for the players to kind of pick which stages they want to go to. Again, remember, I think, let's see, losers quarters, we are still in the top 8 section of the tournament, so this is a best of 5. So both players still have to win at least 2 more matches to close out the game. So we'll see. It could be any player's game, but it just depends on who has momentum, and it seems to me like Benjy definitely has a momentum going. Alright, both players going to continue staying with their character. Let's see what stages they go with.
3, 2,
Alright. So this time we're going to Smashville. Smashville again, so kind of like what I was telling before, Bhakla wants to play a zoning game. A game where he wants to keep away his opponent and just pester him with projectiles. Smashville is one of those stages that will allow him to do that. Because it's a very large stage, and there's a lot of different platforms to allow him to kind of get into positions where he can catch the opponent as they try to reach him. But the thing is, the platform can also be used against you. Just kind of like you see right now, like, just because it's another thing for you to maneuver with, doesn't mean that it's necessarily gonna not benefit your opponent. And just like that, Benjy closing out another stop with that down air. Again, just really calling him out for going off the stage. Another Wonder Wing, gets punished for it. Oh, nair into, up air into nair. Lots of damage. Oh, that looks savage. But again, a clean hit, but unfortunately not going to be closing out any stocks with that. And these strong combo strings by Benjy. He's just dodging the Wonder Wing, baiting them out. So I noticed that Benjy's putting Bhakla in these positions where he's forced to Wonder Wing in order to get back. And I guess that's one of the weaknesses of Banjo and Kazooie. With that said, though, at the same time, it really depends, right? Because you have to respect it to a certain degree. So you can't just try to contest it because it is invincible. What you have to do, though, is punish him as he's lagging from the move. So with that said, it should be interesting to see how this kind of pans out. Bhakla manages to get a couple jabs in. Oh, slam him down. Oh, doesn't get the up air or up smash conversion afterwards, though. Oh, that was a good down air by Benjy. Tries to get him with the dash attack, but just barely out of range. So Bhakla is at such a high percentage right now. This is one of those danger situations where more attacks will actually close out your stock. So Yes, he can get hit by Thunder Jolt, he'll probably be fine, but gets grabbed and there you go, the stock is gone. Looking really tough for Bhakla right now. I don't play on Wi-Fi right now, but it looks like Bhakla is completely down. Bhakla.exe or .txt downloaded by Benjy super quick. Alright, Thunder Jolt. So again, Benjy doesn't have to commit to anything. He has advantage state. He doesn't have to really do anything. The person that needs to make things happen right now is Bhakla. And the thing is, like I said, Bhakla right now has Benjy at such a high percentage that so many things can actually take him out. But unless you hit him with any of those like moves that will make a difference, it's not gonna work. And that might be an SD. Oh, he saved his life. Yo, Benjy's like, I'm not done with you yet. I gotta style a little bit more before we go into round 4 into this match. Oh my gosh! Again, getting hit by the quick attacks, getting hit by a Thunder Jolt. So much pestering by Benjy. And 181%. It must be so frustrating for Bhakla right now. And just as I say that, gets him with a back air. Living up to his namesake, I can see. Okay. Ooh! Gets him with that beak. That ain't Falco. Oh my gosh. So, gets him with the up throw. No conversion off of it though. Oh! So, that one was really good. He was basically using the egg to set up for the Wonder Wing, and it could have worked too, but because of the egg actually hitting, Benjy DI'd away from it, which caused the Wonder Wing to actually miss. So that was actually very smart by Benjy and good awareness. Unfortunate for Bhakla though, because again, 181%, and I don't know how many more Wonder Wings he has. He can only do it so many more times, and he still has to close out 2 more stocks. It's gonna be difficult. He does have range, but I think that the only thing. Oh, again, Benjy doesn't want to close out this game. He's like, yo, I gotta play with my food a little bit more. He doesn't want to win. He doesn't. Oh, there we go. There's the up throw, and good night. 202%. Benjy making a statement, saying like, you know what, I could have won like 3 times in that match, but it wouldn't have been fun for the viewers. So wanted to give you a chance to come back, but he wasn't making it happen. All that stuff in your backpack, but a win wasn't in there. Alright, so again, now Benjy has all the momentum going for him. Bhakla really has to consider his options right now. Does he stay with this character? What kind of stage is he going to go with? Because the stage he specifically picked to counter-pick Pikachu didn't work. So what's going to happen? What are they going to go with? What is the plan this time? And you know what? I think Benjy will probably stay. Like, I don't think he can switch after winning like that. But basically, with Bhakla, I don't know if Banjo and Kazooie is the character he wants to play in this situation. So we'll have to wait and see how that's gonna pan out. Oh, looks like Bhakla's ready. What's it gonna be? Just waiting for Benjy to pick that stage, and then we can go on to our match. So again, I hope you guys are enjoying this tournament so far. Vancouver Street Battle Online Series. Lots of fun, lots of cool matches. Again, still getting that Smash Ultimate grind out. Hope everyone's doing safe at home right now. And we're going straight into a Game 5 right now. So, exciting times. Or, actually, wait, hold on. Is Game 5? 1, 2, 3. Game 4. Game 4. My bad. Wow, Bhakla actually chose to go Final Destination. I don't really know about this pick. Stage is not necessarily big per se, but I guess it does give him some room to do stuff. But this is why you don't pick stages like that, because Pikachu will just run a town on you. Oh, that YOLO Wonder Wing. He tried to hard read for one of the get-up options, and he gets a down air for his troubles. Good night. Wonder Wing to the side, and closes out his stock again. Bhakla just getting punished so hard for trying to go for these hard reads. Again, online environment, you do want to go for those hard reads. The online warriors will know this for sure. Like, the game can feel very random when you do things like that. And again, he's just panicking. He's like, I need to close out of stock. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to throw out random moves. And it's not working for him. Oh my gosh. And as I say that, gets him into a down throw. What's it going to be? Oh, both players going back to neutral. Gets punished again by Benjy. What is Bhakla going to do? Good back air by Benjy. Oh, good Wonder Wing by Bhakla. Good response. Going with those snares. And what's it going to be? Oh, up smash. Cancels out with a Thunder Jolt. Very good awareness by Bhakla. That option selected to both protect him, and if Benjy was going to come down, he gets hit with the attack. Is he going to Wonder Wing to recover? Yep, he is. Oh, that was good. He held his up E just so that he wouldn't get hit by the down air. Good awareness by Bhakla. Another Wonder Wing. That's all of his Wonder Wings. This bird's clipped. Got no more wings to go. Oh, down air. Savage. Goes to the Thunder. Doesn't manage to get the hit though. Oh, just strutting up on it. Was like, yo, what's up, bro? Gets back air for his trouble. Oh, comes back, gets hit by a dash attack. Closing out another stock. This is looking really bad for Bhakla. He might be cracking here. Again, last stock, potentially last round. It's going to be really difficult for him to recover from something like this. Down air again! Going for it again! Guess what's on down air? Oh! But unfortunately, Benjy feeling himself way too hard on stream here. Gets an SD for his trouble. Another down air! Man, Bhakla just eating these up. Oh my gosh, that back throw. What's it going to be? Oh! Man, Benjy just really wants to close off with these down airs, eh? He just keeps going for them. Very good awareness by him, though. I mean, back air is such a strong option. Strong hitbox. It'll spike you if you get hit by it. Puts you in a very bad position because you can go for two in a single edge guard attempt. Plus his thunder, and then he can quick attack to recover. So, very strong options by Pikachu here for edge guarding. Ooh. Good forward tilt by Pikachu. Oh! Wonder Wing. Doesn't manage to get a hit though. Up throw, forward throw. Try to put him off the stage. Put him in a bad position. Gets him with the down air, but managed to get blocked by Bhakla. Oh! He decided to just be like, you know what? I'll take myself out. Down airs to the stage. Unfortunate misinput by Bhakla, and Benjy takes the match. Oh man. It could be any player's game right now. It's really hard to say. But Benjy managed to take the win. Again, Bhakla taking the first game with those Wonder Wings. Benjy adapted very quickly to everything and just said like, hey man, like do I still have to keep this this Bhakla.txt document on my computer? Because I finished reading it. Alright, well played by Bhakla. Again, very respectable. Still got 8th place in the tournament. We're tied for 8th place. So we're moving on to the next match. It looks like Benjy won that one, so we're gonna next watch, let's see, who do we have next? Long? Oh, it looks like it's going to be TPS versus Benjy. So this will be interesting. I'm going to assume based on the icon that TPS is going to use a space animal. But again, hard to say, right? Like the Star Wars logo, some players will play different logos for different things. Just depends on what they like. Oh, is it nervy versus TPS right now? Oh, my apologies. So it looks like it's nervy versus TPS for this match, not TPS versus nervy, or not TPS versus Benjy. So this will be exciting. I'm always looking forward to seeing what these players will bring. So I know Nervy is a renowned Pokemon trainer in our scene for BC. Definitely one of the better Pokemon players in the BC region. As for TPS, like I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to bring out, because if it isn't one of the space animals, like it'll be kind of diverse, because Wolf does do actually really well against all the Pokemons, but the diversity among the three characters could cause some problems. Fox is also another really good one. He can keep up with the speed of Squirtle and just also countermeasure Ivysaur and Charizard especially. So it's hard to say. If he plays Falco, then Falco's okay. Oh, and I'm completely off base. It looks like he's actually going to be playing the Inkling character. So Inkling versus Pokemon Trainer. Honestly, it can be anyone's advantage right now, because Inkling is one of those characters that has the ability to really get in on you, manage to get a lot of percentage, and it's so slippery. But at the same time, character doesn't have a lot of kill power. So unless you get hit by one of those hard read attacks or you get hit by one of the roller attacks, like they're not going to be closing a stock necessarily out on you with anything except maybe a back air or something else. So Nervy playing it smart, I guess. Picking Squirtle, understanding that in order to clean things up, you need to use a little bit of water. So, oh, he gets him with a jab block. Oh, never mind. Just a little bit late on the jab block. TPS manages to get up with a wake-up attack. Oh, switches to Ivysaur. Oh, goes for the Vine Whip. Not enough to take out the stock, though. That was so slick. So what he did was he jumped off the stage, used up B, used it to stop his momentum, switched sides, reverse up B to try to hit him with the Vine Whip attack. Super clean play by Nervy, but unfortunately doesn't manage to get the hit on TPS. And you know what? That's a really cool thing about the new generation Pokemon players that I've seen. So it's a technique that I haven't seen used until recently, where players will be using Ivysaur's up B to recover onto the stage, but canceling the actual recovery, and then just going into any other option. And it makes it for very difficult mind games and very difficult for you to read what he's going to do. Nervy taking out the first stock, and it just depends on what TPS is going to do now. Charizard, one of the heavier characters in the game. Oh my god! I think I actually jab locked him there, but I'm not sure what that forward smash was. If he hit him with the up smash, that may have actually closed a good maybe 30% additional on top of what he actually threw out. So again, oh, YOLO Flare Blitz, I respect that. I respect that. That was so good. So he Flare Blitz to get to the edge of the stage. He knew he was still in position to actually recover, but it let him actually use his back airs onto the stage at a very low angle, and if TPS wasn't paying attention, actually get hit by the tip of the fire there. Oh, gets hit by the forward air, not enough to close up the stock. Again, one of those situations where it's actually really hard to hit Charizard in that scenario. Nervy opting to stay with Charizard. If he were to switch, Squirtle would basically die to almost everything. You'd sneeze on him and you'd lose the stock. Charizard, again, very tanky. One of those characters that is a heavy body. And, oh, just as I said, I gets hit by an up smash. So we're going back to Squirtle. So here's the cool dynamic about the three Pokemon. Like, Squirtle is good for early game. Very fast character. He can do a lot of cool things, but doesn't have the kill power. And he doesn't have the weight class that will let him survive a lot of things. Ivysaur is, again, one of those balanced characters, the archetype we talked about. So Squirtle would be like Rushdown, Ivysaur would be a balance / zoner, and then Charizard is actually an interesting one. So Charizard is a heavy character. These are characters that hit really hard, but their attacks are really slow. So in this particular scenario, I would say Charizard, he doesn't really fall into the zoner archetype. He doesn't really fall into Rushdown archetype. He's it's not even really a grappler archetype, but it's a spacing archetype, I guess we could call it, where you have to really know the range of your attacks, so you always want to hit the opponent on the very tail end of that. No pun intended with Charizard's Flame Tail, of course. Alright, and as I say that, both players down to their last stock. Good conversion by Nervy at 63% with TPS. Again, he is kind of in danger right now because all of Nervy's characters, aside from Squirtle, can actually kill at this range. So he has to watch out for the Vine Whip, he has to watch out for the up airs, has to watch out for Charizard's up smash, or even his Flare Blitz, or his forward tilt, or his back air, or his down air, actually, for that matter. He's got to watch out for everything, honestly, at this point. He is in a lot of danger, but it just depends on what he's going to do. I'm surprised Nervy's been spending so much time in this game as Charizard. And you know what? With those Flare Blitz, it actually tax damage onto yourself. So yes, like, the risk reward is quite good if you manage to get the hit, but at the same time, it can leave you in a very vulnerable position. Good forward tilt by Nervy, closing out that stock. Regular get up by TPS wasn't enough to be able to cover in that scenario. So the thing is, like, I would say that match was pretty close. Overall, things being said, I would say TPS definitely got a lot of good reads on Nervy, but I would say Nervy in general just had a better awareness of these different situations, which allowed him to close out the game. I personally think that if they were going to go ahead and do this, TPS really needs to block those Flare Blitzes, because if Flare Blitz actually connects with the shield, it is fully punishable. You can smash attack out of it, and you'd probably hit Charizard. So honestly, if Nervy is just gonna be throwing those out and like TPS is in position, he should just punish. All right, so again, both players kind of neck and neck right now. Oh, that's super unfortunate. Is that an FD? No, actually, Inkling with a super strong recovery going into this. That's with the up throw. No up air conversion though. Oh, good nair. So again, it really depends on what TPS wants to bring to the battle this time, because yes, like Inkling is really fast, but he has to utilize that against other two characters such as Charizard and Ivysaur. Super long recovery by Ivysaur there. Really well played by Nervy. Gets him with a down throw, doesn't get the Vine Whip conversion though. Oh, back air. Goes for the Vine Whip, doesn't get the hit. Oh, he's gonna go in? Oh. So, that was risky, right? You don't really want to be off stage against Ivysaur, because Ivysaur's down air hitbox is actually so strong, and it spikes. And the thing is, even if you don't get the sweet spot, you get the lingering hit, or what we call it, the sour spot. It actually still spikes. So lots of danger for TPS going down like that. Good awareness by Nervy though. He is covering with the down air, but even if he doesn't connect, he just converts it into putting TPS back off stage with the ledge trapping. Unfortunately for TPS, ran out of the jump. Nervy managing to cover up all the options, gets the first stock because TPS was able to recover. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was sick. So you try to go for the down there. I don't think that would have killed even if it had connected, but definitely something respectable to do for sure. Oh, gets him with the back here. What's the TPS conversion going to be? So I would really like the TPS to go in a little bit more, right? Oh, managed to get the throw, closing out that stock. Just a matter of using up all that ink. So yellow squirrel looking like a shiny over here. Oh, managed to dodge it. What's it gonna be? Gets him with an up B. Is he gonna go in? Oh, wow. That was good awareness by Nervy. He knew, even though he got clipped by the end of the stage there, that he could still recover, so it didn't end up being an SD. Oh, gets him with the up air. Super clean by Nervy. Switches back to Squirtle. Again, because Nervy is such a low percentage, he's not afraid of actually using Squirtle. But he's completely inked up. Extra damage is going to come up on board. So, good forward smash by Ivysaur. And it's really dangerous for TPS right now. He is down to stock, but it is still doable. It just depends on whether or not he can get the right lead. So, both players just fishing for attacks right now. Going in with the roller. Again, putting himself at a disadvantage state by going off stage. What's it going to be? Up throw to up air. Oh, I don't know what he was trying for there, but that was risky. Oh my gosh! Goes to hard read forward smash. And again, this is kind of what I was talking about before. The previous match was kind of determined by these hard reads, where TPS was just able to get the right smashes in the right places to close up the stock against Nervy. So very well played. Gets him with the up smash by Nervy. The opposite smash both get up and landing. Oh, forward smash will close out the stock. Oh man, that was rough. So honestly, in this particular scenario, it could have been either player. I would say, TPS definitely had scenarios where he definitely made the right call, but Nervy, it felt like Nervy was in control the entire time. It'll be really interesting to see how TPS chooses to adapt to these situations, because Nervy's really switching between all the characters, so it's hard to get a grasp on how they're all going to play. Alright, so again, we start off with Squirtle versus Inkling. So let's just kind of see how both players are going to kind of shape up here. So TPS just trying to get some ink on. As you guys know, the ink will allow Inkling to do more damage. And the more ink that you actually have on your character, the more damage you'll take from Inkling's attacks. So, ooh, just as I say that, throws one of the grenades, gets Nervy all inked up, but what's it gonna be? Oh! Tries to hit with a hard read, charge forward smash. TPS with the awareness fades back, managing to narrowly dodge it. Oh my gosh. So again, both players playing actually a surprisingly grounded game. So as you can see, Nervy is going in with those sliding forward tilts. So that's actually a special input in the game where you actually have to run forward. And as you're running forward, you have to do a turnaround animation, and then you have to forward tilt. And when you do that, the game is trying to continue your momentum of going forward, but it's because when you do a turnaround animation, it actually has a momentum where you're kind of sliding back. So because those two things are buffered and combined, you get a sliding forward tilt, which Squirtle can actually make great use of. And just like that. So basically, TPS managed to get back to the stage, goes for the YOLO roller and gets him with a forward smash to close up the stock. TPS responding right back with the Charizard forward smash to close out that previous stock. So what's it going to be right now? So Squirtle versus Inkling again. We've seen this matchup quite a few times already in this game, but it really depends, right? Like both players kind of want to play grounded game. They both have strong ground options, but they also have kind of stubby normals when you go into aerial options. So they're kind of just flailing at each other right now. But the thing is, like with Nervy, if he manages to get a couple hits and like you get the opponent to a higher percentage, just switch out to Charizard or Ivysaur. And those guys can close out stocks very well. So whereas TPS, he has to continue using his character, and again the killing option is difficult unless you get things like that. Now that was really sick. Manager hit him. Nervy doesn't get the tech option in time, so TPS actually went for a jab lock into forward smash. Oh, good down air, but what's it gonna be? Oh, goes with a puff upwards, but doesn't go through. Oh my god. Oh, gets rolled. Forward smash, up smash, closes out that stock. Again, TPS has such a high percentage right now. Oh, and just as I say that, gets hit by the tip of the tail. Honestly, it could be any player's game, but TPS really needs to make this happen. Otherwise, he's going to be eliminated from the tournament. So it just depends on what it's going to be, right? TPS needs to really make something happen. But you know, I think generally speaking, don't turtles eat squids? Like, someone let me know, right? Like, I feel like this one might actually be a bad matchup naturally for TPS anyways. And you know, look at this, like, you have ink versus, like, the literal hose of the game. Oh my gosh! Actually, no, I guess that would be more of a flood by Mario, but same concept. Oh my gosh! Such good awareness by both players. So, TPS really went, oh, forward smash! Close them out! Man, like, yellow Charizard, you know, you shouldn't pick a yellow Charizard because you get extra damage when you get inked by yellow Inkling. Man, that was clean by TPS there. Honestly, both players made excellent decisions at the end. Both players kind of aware of what the other person was trying to do, but unfortunately gets hit by the YOLO roller. And you know what? Just as you would in the regular Inkling games, roller is such a powerful move, but you really have to set up for it, or at least have an awareness that, hey, if I hit him with this, I can close out a stock. And you know what? TPS did a really good job of doing that. So let's see if Nervy gets unnerved by everything that's happened. It just depends on what the approach is going to be, right? So I would say, generally speaking, the game was very close. No one really had any definitive advantage, in my personal opinion. But if TPS can hold on to this momentum and keep going, he might actually steal this match away from Nervy. Nervy only has to get one more game, so it depends on whether or not he has the mental fortitude to get through it. So let's see what stage we're going to go with this time. It looks like Pokemon Stadium again. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, that Shoryuken style up B. Good stuff by Nervy as a get off me tool. Both players again kind of similar percentage right now. Can be anyone's momentum right now. Oh, gets the grab. TPS going in up air, but managed to switch out. Again, the switching option for Pokemon is actually very strong. It doubles as an offensive and defensive option when you are switching because it is frame 1, you are invincible, and you can actually act out of it very quickly. So it is a good move to throw out as you're getting combo. And you can switch between that or air dodge. Again, no pun intended there actually. Alright, so up air. Oh, there we go. The Nervy was a combination of both the weight class of Inkling and the Rage from Ivysaur. Managed to close up that stock at a very early percentage with the up air. Good performance by Nervy so far. Gets a combo off. Oh, gets the up B. My gosh, whip him out of here. Man, TPS is looking shook right now. I don't really know if after that kind of performance he's going to be up to continue with this. But oh, and as I say that, gets grenade for his trouble. TPS still in this match, not giving up yet. Oh, gets him with another grenade. Goes for the ruler. But very good awareness by Nervy. Goes for the get up attack. Oh my gosh, nair into. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so dangerous by Nervy. He didn't have invincibility on the ledge. TPS, aware of that, managed to punish him with the down tilt. That's him with the back air. Oh, the up smash. Oh my gosh. That up B was so punishable. TPS wasn't ready for the punish on that though. Manages to get hit by Charizard actually after. Oh my gosh, these rollers? Nervy looking really clean here with these wave dashes and such with Charizard. For those that don't know, like the mechanic of wave dashing is basically just or it's actually a fan term. It's not actually a mechanic of the game, but basically it's when you air dodge to the stage, when you're at a diagonal like angle. What actually ends up happening is you have the ability to move, right? And the reason why it's good is because it puts you in better positions sometimes. When you're landing, it could be a safer option or get you to the ground sooner than other options could sometimes as well, while putting you in a position where you want to be. Nervy actually did something really sick earlier with a Flare Blitz into recovery. I was surprised to survive that, so very good awareness and mastery of Pokemon Trainer by Nervy. Managed to get him with a forward air into forward smash. Good conversion by Nervy, and Nervy manages to move on. Man, Nervy just sending tips to TPS here. He's like, yo man, you gotta clean up your act. Oh man, I'm funny. Oh man. Very, very good match. Very good match. Very exciting on both ends. But Nervy managed to edge it out. His combination of the 3 characters that he has definitely gave him an edge between either going with Rushdown, Balance, or trying to close out stocks with a heavy character. Made it very difficult for Inkling to try and keep up with all 3 playstyles. So good job by Nervy. I'm excited to see the next match here. It looks like, just based on what I see here, it's going to be Benjy versus Nervy. So we have a bit of we have kind of like a Pokemon battle basically. I'm fully expecting these matches to be played on Kalos and on Pokemon Stadium, and I hope these boys don't disappoint me. Actually, is it that, or are we running winners finals first? Okay, got it. Okay, so my apologies, team. It looks like we're actually playing winners finals first. So we actually have Opsine versus Silver. So again, both players played in the previous tournament. Both had really good showings. I'm excited to see what they both kind of bring out. So Silver, I know he plays Pit and Weefit trainer, with Opsine, Villager. So I mean, kind of a good timing too, because with Animal Crossing recently coming out, it's on everyone's mind. So I'm sure Opsine is enjoying that as well. So let's see how this match kind of pans out. Both players. So Villager is definitely one of those characters that I would consider a zoning character. Has lots of projectiles, lots of different options to keep the opponent away, but also has some combo options. So he's not bad by any means. Whereas Pit, one of those characters that has a lot of tools, but doesn't actually master any of them. So again, he's one of those balanced characters in my opinion. It'll be interesting to see how a balanced character does against a zoner. Generally speaking, like Rushdown beats zoning. Zoning will, generally speaking, do really well against anything that isn't Rushdown or other zoners, depending on the situation. And then balance kind of does okay against both. Again, I would say there's no distinct advantage by playing a balanced character, but you don't really put yourself at a disadvantage doing so. For most matches, anyway. Again, we can kind of see what I mentioned, where balanced characters, like yes, they do have a lot of tools, and they have a lot of different things that they can do. But as you can see here, like with Opsine, he's keeping Silver away the entire time, and Silver doesn't really have the tools to be able to handle everything that the Opsine is throwing at him, right? And you know, he can put up those defenders, but I don't really know. I don't really know that's going to be enough. Oh, I just close up the stop with the forward air there. It puts up a tree. Okay, so get him out of here. So again, Silver, I'm not really sure what his approach is going to be. Like, yes, he's starting to throw out some arrows now, but that's only going to do so much, right? Like, again, we go back to that topic of, yes, you can get all the damage in the world. If you don't hit someone with a move that can actually be strong enough to close out a stock, you're not going to be able to do much with it. So the question is going to be, what is his follow-up play going to be? Are you using the projectiles to actually set up for something, or are you just using projectiles because you don't have any other options? So you just have to really wait for Opsine to make some mistakes. Opsine not really opting to go for zoning tools right now. Again, Silver finally managed to get in. Opsine having some trouble getting out of the way right now, though. So it just depends on what his approach is going to be. Okay, Opsine's definitely going to want to try to get away of this situation. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we're back to where we were. Opsine just setting up his wall of zoning right now. And, oh, that was so good. So... interesting mechanic by Villager. Basically, you have this ability to plant seeds. So when you plant the seeds into the game, you basically get 3 different moves. So first one is planting the seed. The second one, you actually switch over to a watering can. So basically, when you go to the watering can itself does no damage. But if you water the seed, it can grow into a tree. And as you can see, Opsine is choosing whether or not he wants to actually grow the tree by keeping it on the seed for the right amount of time to actually have it pop up, or he pulls back or pulls forward to bait the opponent into thinking that, hey, the tree's going to come up, but in reality, it's actually just it's just a setup, or it's a fake out, and then he actually goes in with another attack. So smart approaches by Opsine here. We'll get some with a down throw into forward air. What's it gonna be? Oh my gosh, that was so clean. Again, Opsine really using his stage to his advantage. This is definitely his hometown. I don't know if he named it. I think they gave it the default, it's Smashville, but or town and city. So interesting to see how things kind of pan out here. Oh, gets him with the air. Oh, I don't think that forward smash was intentional. Oh, both players trying to grab each other at the same time. Grab breaks because of it. Oh, man. Okay, so the interesting thing about this matchup is, yes, like, both players do kind of have zoning tools. Like, with Silver, he can use his arrows to... Ooh, that was smart. So, he put up his defenders, right? And Opsine actually attacked into it. And because he did it so close in proximity, it reflected and actually doubled the damage, and it took him out. Actually, I don't know if it's double damage. It might be 1.5%. But definitely an increase in the regular knockback, actually closing out the stock on itself. But as I say that, Opsine said, I'm about to dig something up for you. You're great. And Silver just getting closed out there with that bowling ball. Man, is this really like... town and city like just really town and city Animal Crossing, or is this like Mafia Italy we talking about here? Someone play the JoJo theme for Opsine here. Because he just got golden winded. Alright, so the question right now is, what is Silver going to respond with? That match definitely didn't really go in his favor. The stocks he did get didn't really feel, I don't want to say they didn't feel clean, but they were definitely opportunities that came up due to mistakes, but he didn't really have opportunities to set up for himself ways of closing out stocks. So I don't know if Pitt's the right choice to play against a zoner like Animal Crossing Villager. So he might actually go for Wii Fit Trainer. We'll have to wait and see. If he does go for Wii Fit Trainer, he may run into the same problem, but the other thing that you have to be worrying about now is the pickpocket ability by Villager, where you can absorb one of the projectiles and reflect it at your opponent. But you choose when you actually reflect it. So Wii Fit Trainer now suddenly loses a tool in her arsenal. Again, with the volleyball, I'm pretty sure he can do that as well. So it's going to be interesting. It just depends, right? Both players do have a zoning tool, but I would say in terms of what Opsine has, the zoning tools that Opsine has is going to be a little bit better than Silver's. With that said, though, I may have spoke too early because Silver managed to get a quick 43% with his total concentration connected to Yaiba breathing techniques here, and just like that, like momentum is looking like it's on his side, 96% already. Praise the sun, salute the sun. Oh man, Muzani got nothing on her. Oh my gosh, Villager playing soccer here with Silver's volleyball. Honestly, it's looking quite good for Opsine right now, even though he has a deficit in terms of percentage. Imagine keep Silver away, but as I say that, honestly, momentum can shift at any point. Oh my gosh, gets him with that down air. So smart by Silver. So good awareness, he just stayed on him even though he was off the stage, and really pressured him into making poor recovery decisions. Again, Villager doesn't have any hitbox as he's coming up, so he is vulnerable when he's coming up like that. However, you will need characters that hit his body, I believe, rather than his balloons. Or maybe Silver just broke all of the balloons and hit his body. Who knows? This girl is fit right now. Oh, gets him with that forward throw. Sets up. What's going to be? Tries to go for another grab. Doesn't manage to get the grab, though. Oh my gosh. So Opsine trying to cover options there, but doesn't manage to get it. Oh! That was slick. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, he was already dead. But he's like, you know what? I'm going to give you some of this metal real quick. Can you hold this for me? Oh my gosh, he just karate chopped that tree. My gosh, looking like Karate Kid over here. Okay, so honestly, it could be anyone's game. I would say in this particular scenario, it would be pretty important for Silver to keep momentum, so either the keep away game or following up like he just did. But man, Silver just really good at seeing the opportunities, managing him with the salute the sun. Again, here's an interesting thing, guys. Like, just because characters have reflectors or ways to reflect your projectiles doesn't mean that you should be afraid necessarily to use it against those characters. The move may feel invalidated, but there are going to be opportunities. Unless the other player has the awareness that you're going to do it, you can still capitalize on it and actually get great results by using projectiles against characters that can otherwise absorb your projectile. Oh, good back air by Silver closing out that stock, but like I mentioned before, the way the Opsine is building that tree is actually quite smart. He kind of pulls away, the tree comes up, like you don't know if it's going to come up or not, right? So it's an interesting combination by Villager here. Okay, and yeah, so that's the thing. Like when he summons those rockets, they actually clash with a lot of projectiles, and actually, like, the ones that you charge in this game can be absorbed by it, so it's pretty dangerous. Oh my gosh, drop the volleyball. Oh, positioned incorrectly. Puts up the tree. I don't know what the tree's supposed to do for you. Oh! Oh my gosh. You know what? Opsine's like, I'm not in my village right now, but I'm building my own village hidden in the leaves. Hit him with that Naruto attack. Oh, goes for the dig, doesn't manage to get it. What's gonna be? Oh, volleyball spiked, destroyed. Man, that was really well played by Silver. I would say that in terms of the finale there, Silver definitely had a lot of momentum going for him, and a lot of the moves that he was going for actually managed to hit every single time. So Opsine's gonna have to definitely adapt to that. I think Kalos League is one of those arenas where it is smaller, so as a zoning character, you don't have a lot of places to go. I'm kind of curious to see what his option is going to be. Is he going to go with a bigger stage after this, or is he going to go for a character switch? And honestly, either option could be good, but we'll have to kind of see how that goes, right? So I believe both players right now are just picking their stage. All right, so both players going to stick with who they're using right now. Just gotta see what stages they're gonna go with. All right, so looks like we're gonna go Pokemon Stadium this time. So Pokemon Stadium, again, one of those stages where it is large. There's platforms, so there's a lot of variety, and it kind of works for every character. That's why a lot of players do like going to it, because honestly, a lot of players will probably get a lot of practice on this stage because it's so popular. And plus, in terms of like the stage itself, it is quite a diverse stage in terms of the things you can do with it. So there's like little ledges at the bottom. There's the platforms that you can utilize, but it's also quite wide. So you can either do zoning playstyle. You can also dodge the zoning by just using the platforms. It allows a lot of interaction. And just as I say that, like, Silver's trying to play hula hoop while Opsine's like, hey, let's do some bowling. Oh, and just as I say that, like, Silver gets a hole-in-one with that spike. Savagery. Just send him straight to Davy Jones over here. Oh my gosh. Gets him with the pot and gets him with the rocket. Good conversion by Opsine here. Ooh. So both players are really just trying to zone each other to a certain degree, but ooh, and just as I say that, Silver is really going in with the aggression right now. Good option select. It looks like Opsine actually has Silver's ball right now. What is he going to do with it though? That's the real question. So here's the danger against Villager as you play a zoning character. He can basically utilize your projectile, but it comes out really fast the way that Villager uses it. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to play out because of that volleyball. Because it can actually potentially make the difference later in this match, and you guys will see if it ends up coming out. Oh my gosh. Oh, and there we go. Tries to get with that back air. Goes for the rocket. Oh, managed to get him with the forward air. Again, like, just getting pelleted by Villager here. Oh, tries to dig him up. Doesn't get it though. Salute the sun. The sun has been saluted. Oh, fourth throw? Yep. What's the setup gonna be? So here's the other cool thing. So good awareness by Silver too, because he's willing to throw out more of those Salute the Sun, because he knows that Opsine actually has his volleyball. And because the volleyball is actually in storage right now, that means that he can't get, like, the Salute the Sun move will not be absorbed by Villager. So he can actually choose to throw it out more often now than he was before. Oh, there you go. Another Salute the Sun, 26%. That's some good damage right there. Jumping on the stage, charging it up. What's it going to be? What's Opsine going to do? Goes for a forward tilt, doesn't manage to get the hit though. Again, Silver's off stage, but what's he going to do? Oh, trying to drop volleyball on him. Doesn't manage to connect though. Forward throw. Oh, try to go for a spike, but too low. Wake up near, pretty good. Oh, back here. Oh my gosh, the aggression is so real. I respect that. Good stuff by Opsine. Really going off stage there, knowing his recovery options. Still managed to get back, but man, he really went deep for that. Good back air by Opsine. Oh my gosh. Oh, good pop throw by Opsine. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. So both players, again, they're trying to just kind of tout each other and stuff, but it goes back to what I was saying before, where, oh, that was so unfortunate. He air dodged by accident, and that actually cost him the stock. So for those that aren't familiar with this game, the air dodge mechanic is an interesting one. So in previous iterations of the game, you have Melee, where it first came out. You can air dodge in any direction you want. Basically, with the air dodge mechanic, if you air dodge, you're left in a helpless state. So you cannot do any kind of move, you're just in free fall. When you got to Brawl, again, you had kind of the same mechanic again, but this time you couldn't choose a direction. Then you went into Smash 4, where they kind of kept the same thing, but now you could, instead of being put into free fall, you actually are able to air dodge again. And the lag between the two is actually not that much. So you can actually just mash air dodge sometimes and just clear out of combos. Whereas in Smash Ultimate, they kind of have a mix of everything. So when you air dodge with a direction, you are put into a free fall state where you cannot do any moves for a set amount of time. If you were just do a non-directional air dodge, just air dodge by itself, then you can act out of it a little bit sooner, and you're not really free falling at that point. So in this particular scenario, because he did the directional air dodge, it actually cost him the stock because he wasn't able to recover anymore after he did it. Okay, and then let's. Okay, so we're gonna go into the next match. Silver opting to go with Final Destination here. Again, we kind of talked about the whole rushdown dynamic earlier. I wouldn't say Wii Fit Trainer is necessarily a rushdown character, but against Opsine with a villager zoning matchup, he has to play that rushdown style. So basically, by going to stages like Final Destination and not allowing Opsine to get the stage advantage or stay away, he really forces Opsine to commit to his moves and really has to confront Silver in the match. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. Oh man, as I say, the Opsine so good with his projectiles right now. Oh, and just like that. So again, this is a really difficult call, okay? When you're playing against Villager. Villager has his forward smash, which just goes, it's a projectile. You use it, it drops straight down, and it doesn't spike, but again, it's a smash attack, so the damage output on it is huge. So basically what ends up happening is, when you use the bowling ball, it'll actually close out a lot of stocks if you actually get hit by it. And the thing is, because it's detached from Villager's body, you can choose to do something else after you drop it. So here's the thing, he can do it, and if the opponent chooses to recover low, they're going to get hit by a bowling ball. Okay, unless they grab onto the stage or they air dodge through it, they're going to get hit by it. So it's one of those things where it's risky for the opponent to try to recover against it low. If you try to recover high, he has other options he can use against you to keep you off the stage, so now you're reset into the situation again. And as long as you keep looping that, eventually you'll clear the opponent of their stock. But again, it just depends on whether or not you get the right reads, because if your timing is off, again, you won't get those loops. That was a really good volleyball by Silver. Managed to clear both the rocket and hitting Opsine at the same time. That's a 2-for-1 deal if I've ever seen one. And again, unfortunate. I'm not sure if either he was doing deep breathing or he was doing an air dodge. So one or the other is causing him to actually lose those stocks unnecessarily. And as I say that, it looks like Opsine really is holding onto a lot of advantage right now. But as I say that, it looks like Silver, with the option select, manages to put a hitbox onto the ledge of the stage. Silver, Opsine not able to latch on and clears up that stock from Opsine. Both players down to their last stock. Honestly, right now it's match point for Opsine, or it's another game potentially for Silver. It just depends on whether or not he keep up with the momentum they have right now. Ooh, good forward airs by Silver, but not, or by Opsine, but not enough to actually get Silver. Both players so close in terms of damage right now, but it's so dangerous for Opsine because just like that, that total concentration, deep breathing is very difficult to keep up with. Oh my gosh, that was so aggressive by Opsine, or by Silver. He's trying to go for like 3 different types of spikes. Fourth throw, is he going to try deep breathing again? No, okay. Oh my gosh, he gets him with a triple turn up. Say, hey, want to see something big and white? It just whips out the vegetables on him. Very well played by Opsine. Manages to close out that stock and wins himself the match, going straight to grand finals at this point. So, man, exciting games, very exciting games. It looks like now we're going to go to losers semifinals? Yeah, losers semifinals. Benjy versus Nervy. The winner will play against Silver. And we'll kind of see who comes out on top from there. And I also want to say quick shout out to Spikefire. Congratulations on 2 years of subs. Thank you so much for your support. We look forward to seeing more years and more gameplay from you. As for anyone here that doesn't know, Spikefire does his own streaming. He also does commentary from time to time, so be sure to check him out. Okay, so right now, looks like we're going to have Nervy versus Benjy. Like I mentioned before, this one is going to be very exciting. We're going to have a Pokemon versus Pokemon battle here. I am fully anticipating all these matches to be done on Kalos and Pokemon Stadium. Anything else is unacceptable. So we'll kind of see how it kind of pans out at that point. I don't know. Someone in the chat, keep me honest. Wasn't there like an episode where like Ash was like fighting against like fake Ash or something, and like that guy also had a Pikachu, and they had a Pikachu versus Charizard battle? That's kind of how I feel about this whole thing. Like, honestly, I think it'll be fun either way. I feel like at the start of the match, most likely Benjy will go for his aggressive playstyle. Or he might actually try to keep Squirtle away. Difficult thing is, Squirtle is so fast, he's so hard to pin down, that most likely they both have to commit to rush down. After that, I would say Pikachu versus Ivysaur. Ivysaur can do it as long as he has like stage advantage and he has like the space to do so. Pikachu can just really rush him down otherwise. So it depends on who gets the momentum on that one first. And then Pikachu versus Charizard, interesting match because honestly, Charizard can't do a lot against Pikachu, but if he gets a hit on Pikachu, Pikachu's most likely going to die. So it'll be fun to see how it kind of pans out, but we'll have to wait and see. So, in my opinion, I fully expect that the Pokemon trainer Nervy's using and the Pokemon he'll first throw out will probably be Squirtle. Squirtle's kind of a safe pick because he kind of works against everyone. And lets you maneuver onto the stage to where you need to be early in the match. Okay, and just as I predicted, both players going in for aggressive playstyle right away. Honestly, they're just trying to rack on damage. So for Nervy right now, it's not so much about closing out a stock with Squirtle, but setting him up so that Ivysaur or Charizard can take out that stock. So, I mean, still, Pikachu is pretty light, so it is potentially possible for Squirtle to actually just close out the game by himself, but realistically speaking, Ivysaur is going to have more powerful attacks to be able to do that without going for hard moves. Okay, and as I mentioned before, like both players will kind of, again, the dynamic will switch when we get to this point where it goes from Squirtle to Ivysaur, and it depends. If Ivysaur can get stage control, it's going to be difficult for Pikachu. But if Pikachu can stay on Ivysaur, then, well, that's the thing. Ivysaur is going to lose the stock. Oh, that was a good forward smash. He option covered, so if he got up attack, Ivysaur would have pulled back, he wouldn't have hit him. If he rolled, he would have hit by the roll. If he normal got up, he would have got hit by a normal got up. Only options he really had there was probably jump or just back off the stage and go in for an attack again. Okay, so Benjy kind of, Benjy, even though he's at a stock disadvantage right now, he's not in a bad position. Just like that, he pulls out a stock against Ivysaur, and then Ivysaur switches into Charizard upon the KO, and then Nervy just chooses to go straight back to Squirtle. Again, Squirtle is just there to rack up the percentage, put himself in a good position, and then you switch to Ivysaur to go into other things. So it's just a matter of right now, both players just kind of fishing for attacks. Nervy doing a really good job just staying grounded. So Squirtle, like, he does have a lot of moves that work really well on the ground. It just depends on whether or not you can position yourself in the right spots in order to utilize them. Some players like to be quite jump heavy, and the jump heaviness actually is a detriment because, yes, Squirtle does have some pretty cool things he can do in the air, but at the same time, like, if you're able to stay on the ground and if you're able to hold your place, you'll be able to set up for much more with the sweeping forward tilt. Oh my gosh, that was a good setup. But unfortunately doesn't get the forward smash conversion. Oh, tries to go for another hard read forward smash. Doesn't get it though. Oh, good up smash. But again, Squirtle doesn't have a lot of kill power. So if you really want to try to kill with him, you either have to have really high percentage, or what you'll have to do instead is go into like a charged like smash attack, which honestly in these type of games, really, really hard to pull off. Okay, so we switch to Charizard. Again, both players so even in terms of percentage and everything else. Oh, there was just barely enough space to be able to get back magnet hands. Up smash? Oh, too short. Oh, he's behind him. Oh, forward throw. I cannot believe that forward throw killed. But it did. So Pikachu, again, one of those lighter characters. Nervy with a good awareness there. Managed to get him with it. Chuck him off the stage. So, really, looked like a pretty dominating match by Nervy. He managed to get all the right reads. He managed to get different setups going, and his variety in characters is definitely causing Benjy to not be able to keep up. So I mean, in terms of adapting, I'm not really sure what approach Benjy will be taking. Personally, what I would recommend is against Squirtle, you have to just outspace him. You have to outrush down him, right? Or you have to play the zoning game with him. I mean, either or. You have to pick one and just commit, or not necessarily commit, but you have to set yourself up in the best position. Because if he's forced to switch into Ivysaur, not because he's trying to kill you, but because he's trying to dodge an attack, it can put you in a better position. Because now Ivysaur is not positioned in the place where he would want normally, where he would switch Squirtle. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. Anyways, as I was saying, going into the next round here. And there we go, Kalos. So, I mean, Kalos, again, one of those stages where it could be good for either, really. It's kind of like Final Destination, but with two platforms on the side. It is a lot bigger, though, and plus, like, there's sides to the stage. So there would be benefits for both Benjy and Squirtle, or Nervy Squirtle, I should say, because they can wall jump. Or actually, Squirtle can do this cool thing called wall fling, so you just saw that. But unfortunately, it eats a thunder for his troubles. That super effective technique right there, that just hard to hit, but once you hit it, you're freaking out. So it's just a matter of what Benjy's gonna do here, because honestly, it's just a matter of, is Benjy gonna be able to keep up with Nervy? Okay, so just like that, Nervy managed to close out a stock, and oh my gosh, that was so clean. So basically, Charizard doesn't really have many throw conversions. The one throw conversion he actually has that is potentially it actually is a true combo, is back throw into like reverse aerial rush back air, which is surprisingly very hard to do. But as you can see, Nervy did it very, very quickly. Oh, good option coverage by Nervy. Tries to go for the hard read forward smash, doesn't happen to get it though. Again, Benjy with the awareness jumps onto the platform instead of trying to roll in. Oh, just like that. Is that enough for the stock? No! So, Nervy again, using Flare Blitz to maintain stage advantage. Oh my gosh. Goes off the stage, jumps back, up B's, manages to get back, but again, back into the same position. Flare Blitz again. Are you going to block the Flare Blitz? Oh no! Goes for the dash attack. Good awareness by Nervy. Knows that his opponent is probably looking for the Flare Blitz. Oh, both players just really play on the ledge. Oh my gosh, could be anyone's game right now. And both players still in it. So again, charges are so heavy. Pikachu just needs to get a really solid hit in order to close him up. And there you go. Strong hit of dash attack. Then just close up the stock for Benjy. Man, that was quite the scramble situation. Again, Benjy's still holding up to the momentum. Really captures, oh! Just as I say that YOLO hard read nervy forward smash. That one worked out really well for him. Manages to close up the stock. Both players now neck and neck. Squirtle versus Pikachu. Honestly, it could be any player's advantage right now. It just depends on how they choose to play it. So both players kind of have a similar move. Squirtle's back air is very similar to Pikachu's forward air. They kind of have the same properties, but the thing is, if Pikachu hits you with his, chances are it could probably lead to something that's fatal. Whereas with Squirtle, like, yeah, that's cool. It doesn't really lead into all that much, but it does help in racking up percentage. Okay, there we go. Nervy switching into Ivysaur. Again, super close range. Ivysaur won't have the tools to deal with Pikachu. As you give him more space, yes, he'll have things he can do against Pikachu. So it really depends on what Pikachu is going to do, or what Benjy's going to choose to do in order to make this work. Oh, good up B, or not B, good up air by Ivysaur. Oh, goes for the down throw up B, but that one didn't connect. Oh, he's really fishing for those up airs. Oh my god, you just read him like a book. Ladies and gentlemen, Nervy is just over here. He's like, man, like, it's a good thing I have fast internet right now because I think I have downloaded Benjy.txt. And in that TXT document, when he opened it up, I'm pretty sure it says free to YOLO forward smashes charged in the middle or at the edge of the stage, because that's how we close off every single stock in these games. So I mean, this is gonna be rough. It's gonna be one of those things where Nervy will just have to find out how he wants to continue going with these matches, because whatever he's doing right now is going really well. But Benjy's gonna have to change up his approach, because clearly he's free to Ivysaur forward smash. All right, Pokemon Stadium. Give me a Pokemon Stadium with Kalos. Come on. And just as I predicted, here we go, Pokemon Stadium. A fitting stage for this matchup. Gets him with that down air. Both players are kind of close in what they're doing. Again, both players trying to play the rushdown style right now. It just depends on what each player wants to really do and how he's going to approach it. Honestly, Nervy's Squirtle is looking very clean right now. Oh, that move is so risky. So basically what you just saw there, the shell attack by Squirtle, where he kind of turns into a shell and he just kind of glides across the screen. It's risky, like, you can't get hit while you are in it, but if the opponent manages to jump on you or block, or not block it, if the opponent jumps on you or chases you, not block it, but chases you, they can actually punish you. If they block it, then you can add more pressure, but that's it's one of those things where you kind of want to throw sparingly. Oh, very good. So, for those of you that just saw what happened, basically what Nervy did was he set up Benjy so that he would dodge the up B. So if he backed off, he would get hit by the up B. If he didn't back off, then, well, if he's going to continue his momentum forward, he's going to get hit by the up air. And because of that, that's the kind of trapping that Ivysaur is going to try to attempt to close out those stocks. And it is really difficult. And just as I say that, gets hit by that down throw into up B tipper, and with the rage, just enough to close out the stock on Benjy. Oh my gosh. This stuff by Nervy right now. He's really choosing to stay with Ivysaur. I think he. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay, so I feel like Nervy might have heard of what I said, and I might have given away what was going on with what was happening. Because he's like, oh no, you know what? Big Chiggy just said on stream that Benjy's free to forward smash. I better mix it up and hit him with the nice old vine whips, baby. So just like that, Nervy advances. So very respectable placing by Benjy. He managed to get 4th place in the tournament. So great work there. But it looks like 3 Pokemon are better than 1. And with the type advantages and everything else, manages to advance onto the next round. So I think the next person we have coming up is, let's see here. So it's going to be Nervy versus Silver. All right. So I mean, let's kind of see how this one's going to pan out. So again, we have Wii Fit Trainer or Pit versus Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer is kind of a mix of a character. In the full package, you actually have a balanced character, but individually, you have a rushdown character, you have a zoning character, you have like a pseudo grappler / like heavy character, versus like a legitimate like balanced character in Pit, or like a balanced / semi rushdown with Wii Fit Trainer. So really, it's gonna be an interesting dynamic to see which player comes out on top. It just depends on whether or not Nervy's game plan will work against Pit or Wii Fit Trainer. Because if Squirtle's not able to get in and he switches over to Ivysaur, if Ivysaur can't get the job done and he has to go to Charizard, if none of them can get the job done, he's in a bad position. And again, all the characters will have something that can be exploited, and it just depends on whether or not Silver can capitalize on that. So this will be interesting. Squirtle, I think, is a better rushdown character than Wii Fit Trainer. Wii Fit Trainer, as you can see, is now, again, when we talk about balanced playstyle, he's going for the zoning options, right? He's not going to try to contest Squirtle head-on, because Squirtle's way too fast. You need to be able to set the pace of the game somehow, and the zoning tools will allow you to do that. So it'll be interesting to see how Silver approaches this matchup. Alright, so again, both players very neck and neck in terms of percentage. Just depends on what kind of conversions they're going to do in order to set up for the next thing. Oh, there we go, forward smash, closing out that stock by closing out that stock on Silver. Again, this is very interesting because, again, Squirtle's one of those characters that doesn't have a lot of kill power. But if you manage to get the forward smashes in this game, they can be quite powerful. And depending on where you hit those forward smashes, it could potentially actually put out stock. And just like that, gets him with like a really charged up forward smash, and then gets him with another forward air. Is it going to keep him off the stage? That was so risky, but I respect that. He went off the stage, goes to the neutral B, tried to push him farther off the stage. That wouldn't have killed, but it would have put him in a great position to be edge guarded. Unfortunately, doesn't get that conversion. Gets a stock loss for his troubles, and then just like that, Silver's back in the game. So okay, this one I really dislike this matchup for Charizard. So but as I say that, we hit him with the up smashes. So again, Nervy really committed to that. He up smashed probably like 4 times. Silver's like, you know what, I don't really want to respect this. And you know what, he probably should have. Oh, but as I mentioned that, it looks like he gets him with the, he managed to spike him! Even with switching between all 3 characters, he wasn't able to get enough height in order to make the recovery happen. Honestly, this match is so fast, it's only been 2 minutes, and yet, both players down to the last stock. Let's see what's going to happen next. Honestly, it can be anyone's match right now. It just depends on who's going to get into the right position first, and who's going to get the right hits in the right time. Okay, gets the throw. Silver's going in. Doesn't get the follow-up with it. But, okay, both players going back straight to neutral. Silver's going back to a zoning game. Going in with more zoning tools. Nervy shield looking quite low. Managed to get him with a couple taps. Ivysaur switch. Gets him with an up air. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Silver right now is powered up. He used deep breathing. Deep breathing will actually power up all your attacks. That was so wild. So basically what happened is both players actually pulled back to dodge each other's attacks. They both forward smashed in the same way. Man, Ivysaur out here taking YOLOs and like wrestling. Oh, gets him with the up air. And just like that, with the rage combined with the height that both players were in, Silver actually manages to close out that stock on Nervy. Unfortunate for Nervy, but very well played by Silver. Oh, so I think this one was an interesting one. Definitely one of those matchups where like you kind of see the dynamic between all the characters. Like I mentioned before, Wii Fit Trainer is more of a balanced playstyle, and she's not able to utilize the same rush down as Squirtle would be. But in this particular scenario, basically what happened is you saw them go from playing rush down, and Silver went ahead and played zoning, and then he switched to Ivysaur, and then what Silver did, he went with rush down, and he switched to Charizard, and again Silver stayed on rush down. So being able to switch between your playstyles will really make a big difference, and it is a hallmark of being able to improve in this game, because having those different playstyles in your pocket will allow you to adapt to situations like you just saw. All right, so now we're basically going into the next round. Again, you can see that Silver's trying to set up for the zoning tools right now. Nervy's trying to just keep his stage control right now, because even though Silver is zoning, if the opponents don't have to get in on you, that's not very good. Because once they get in on you, unless you have the right tools to be able to keep them out or get off any tools, they're going to be able to out-prioritize you in terms of attacks. And just as I say that, it looks like switch to Ivysaur. So you see how Silver switched immediately from playing a zoning style to try to rush down Ivysaur right now after the switch has been made. That's because in terms of frame data and in terms of like how fast the attacks come out, Ivysaur is not going to be as fast as Squirtle. And as I say that, oh, that was so good. So basically, Silver with really good awareness, he managed to get the throw onto the Charizard, and then he knew that Charizard wanted to do something. Charizard is going to try to fall down, go to the ledge of the stage, or he's going to try to commit to something like a Flare Blitz or a regular attack. Basically, what Silver chose to do was he contested that by using his Salute the Sun, and as I said again, punishing the Flare Blitz. So again, another way of punishing some of these moves that seem very powerful when you block or get hit by them is either A, block them, or wait until they finish and then punish them after. And we've seen this a lot by Silver already, but that up smash was so clean. Great positioning by Silver and great awareness. And there we go, that forward smash. This is looking really, really bad for Nervy right now. Honestly, Silver has tons and tons of pressure going on, and as I mentioned before, that balanced playstyle is really paying dividends for him. And as I say that, getting hit by a YOLO Flare Blitz, hitting him with that teabag tech, getting hit by that down into back air, looking mad free. Okay, so I mean, I think Silver's starting to get on Nervy's nerves here. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Man, that was wild. That was a really good showing by Silver, and honestly, Nervy's gonna have to figure something out, because I don't know if he can stay with Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer, like I mentioned before, has a lot of tools. They have 3 different characters. They have a rushdown character, they have a zoning character, and they have a heavy character. If none of those characters can keep up with the opponent, can keep up with the character that they're playing against, it's a very difficult time. And I feel like Wii Fit Trainer has all the right tools in order to be able to keep Pokemon Trainer at bay. I think his best approach in this particular scenario is he has to play the Squirtle game and he has to outplay Silver. But the danger is, because Silver's deep breathing allows him to do more damage, it could potentially lead to really quick KOs if Squirtle takes too much damage. So again, hard to say. And here we go. We're going with Wolf. It looks like Nervy does agree with what I have to say, going with the Wolf matchup. So Wolf is, again, one of those balanced characters. He doesn't... He can rush down, but he has all the right tools for everything. He's definitely has everything you would need within a top tier. So it'll be interesting to see how both players kind of choose to go about this. And just as I say that, gets a yoga chop to the face, 24%. Both players still looking pretty close right now. Gets it with the up throw, gets it with the up air. Again, here's the cool thing. So basically, with Silver, Wii Fit Trainer is not bad. The space animals are very high tier characters. Basically, what's happening here is with the high tier characters like the Spaceys, for example, they are quite like they're what we call fast fallers. So that means that when you hit them or when they are airborne, they fall quite fast. And so what that means is if you get them airborne with your attack, you can lead up with another attack. And this is something that's only really applicable to the characters that fall really fast, and Wolf is definitely one of those. So if Silver can capitalize on that, it could actually spell a lot of trouble for Nervy. Guessing with the back throw, that's going to be a stock. It's just a matter of what they're going to go with this time. So, oh, that was such a good neutral air by Nervy. But unfortunately, not enough to close out the stock. Great recovery by Silver. That was really good. So, here's the thing. Wolf can't really go that far off the stage. He doesn't have the recovery to be able to do it. So, you won't really see Wolf going down to the bottom of the stage in order to try to close out a stock. Because it's too risky for him. So he has to really commit to low lag moves, and as you can see, things like that happen where you're off the stage or on the ledge. He jumped on a couple too many times with the combination of total concentration plus the down air, just enough to actually spike him for the stock. Oh, he's going for the taunt. Yo, Nervy's definitely trying to get on Silver's nerves right now. Oh, I respect that. Yo. But you know what? I probably wouldn't be taunting at when you're at a 2-game deficit and you're on your last stock. Probably not the best option, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's see. Oh, goes with a YOLO forward smash. Man, I think Nervy is kind of unnerved right now. He doesn't have quite his footing yet, and you can see that. Yes, he does have comfortability with Wolf, but not the same kind of comfort level as he does with Pokemon Trainer. Man, that was a beating. So, I mean, if you were to ask me who's going to win, Wolf of Wall Street over here or Yoga Class Instructor, I'm going to say in NYC, the Yoga Class Instructor is going to take this. Oh, man. That was, those were some exciting matches. So, Nervy eliminated from the tournament. Great showing by Nervy. Managed to place 3rd place. Now we're going to go into our grand finals match, and it's going to be Silver versus Opsine. So we just saw this match. Opsine definitely managed to show off the power of Villager and the ability of zoning out your opponent. So I think that's something that's going to be really cool. And just as we go into this, we're going to see a lot of both players trying to either A, keep each other out, or B, one player keeping the other person out and the other one just trying to go in. Based on just right now the momentum that Silver has, he's going to try to keep that momentum going even into his next match. But again, remember, if he wants to win this tournament, he has to win 6 times in order to actually successfully pass. So right now with the tournament structure, you have winners finals and losers finals. Those ones will kind of lead into your grand finals. So losers finals just ended, so you have the best person within the losers bracket, the last person surviving. Then you have the person that survived the entirety of winners bracket to get to the very end. So that person would be Opsine. Basically what has to happen is Silver actually has to drag Opsine down into losers in order to actually eliminate him from the tournament. So that means that Opsine has 2 lives, whereas Silver only has 1. With that said, I hope everyone's enjoying the tournament series so far. Again, remember this is Vancouver Street Battle online series. We may not have a venue for everyone to play at right now, but it's a great chance for everyone to still get together, still get their practice in, and enjoy these Smash Ultimate games. Again, remember, it's online. It's not going to be the same experience as playing in the actual venue or playing in person, but I think for what we have right now, it's a fantastic way to really keep the community going while things are happening on the outside world. So I think moving forward, we definitely want to see more matches like this, more games from all these players, and hopefully afterwards, players will want to come out and play in the actual venue. It'll be a lot of fun. For those that haven't gone to a real life tournament yet, I highly encourage it. Basically, it's the same as what you kind of experience here today. You can see the bracket, you can see the players, but it's a different interaction when you play with people in person. Playing in person allows you to kind of see people's habits. For other people, maybe it's not even about the gameplay itself. It's about meeting people and making friends, right? And for me, it's a big part of what makes our community great. And I think that by doing online series like this, it's a great gateway for players to come in and join us. With that said, it looks like we're going into our grand finals match. Wii Fit Trainer, Silver's character, and Villager, Opsine's character. So let's kind of see how things kind of pan out here. So both players kind of setting themselves up. Again, when you let Wii Fit Trainer get into a total concentration, deep breathing, it is quite the danger because her moves get amped up by so much. And the thing is, like, as they are amped, you are in danger every time she does an attack because they become so much more powerful. But as I say that, like, she managed to get 60%, but oh, man, that was clean. Okay, so Opsine tried to go for like the triple finale there, but unfortunately only managed to get the pop plus the rocket. Doesn't get the bowling ball, but still pretty good overall. Oh my gosh. Both players really going at it right now. Honestly, it could be anyone's match. So Opsine right now is at a percentage deficit, but that could change at any point. About 50% damage deficit. Oh, as I say that, like again, it won't really matter for Opsine if he takes damage as long as the stock doesn't get closed out. If he can keep Silver away from using those moves that actually will cause him to lose the stock, like he'll be fine. So he can still play his zoning game, he can continue doing business as usual, because once he gets him off the stage, honestly, it's all about how he's going to edge guard him. And just like that, tries to pull up 3 turn-ups, doesn't manage to get the hit, but at the same time, he's really racking on those percentages. And as I mentioned before, see? So while Opsine does have a percentage deficit, if Silver can't land that final hit, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. So again, 171%. It's just a matter of what he's going to use. Because he's amped up right now, honestly, anything's going to take it. Goes in for the dash attack, managed to close up the stock, using Salute the Sun to heal himself, and then both players going straight back into it. He still has total concentration loaded up on him, 31%. Again, keeping that pressure up, and he keeps going in. So again, you want to keep the rushdown going when you're playing against zoning characters. Do not give them a chance to breathe, because when you do, you end up with situations like this. Oh, that was such a good crouch. So here's the cool thing. So one thing I noticed that Silver does that I don't see a lot of other players do is use the crouch mechanic. Basically what it is, you just hold down on the controller and the character will go through a different animation. With Wii Fit Trainer, you have a different, a very low profile and a very low animation when you actually go into it. So it's actually very powerful. Okay, so honestly, these players are just really neck and neck right now. Any damage can be big damage. It just depends on what they're gonna do. Opsine, again, still just throwing out the projectiles. He's trying to keep his opponent at bay. I don't really agree with that forward smash, but hey, didn't really get punished for it. Again, hard to say what's gonna happen next. Oh, managed to pickpocket the volleyball. I don't know if that actually negates the fact that like Silver can use the bowling ball or the volleyball moving forward, but definitely like gives him another zoning option in terms of keeping Silver away. Again, the rocket's so strong, it's mostly used as a shock absorber. So as you can see, when you drop the rocket, it will travel right alongside you, and as it travels with you, you could use it to either block projectiles, you could use it as a tool to force the opponent to block, and allows you to follow up on it. So it's a great tool to have, but it really depends on how you want to use it. And that was so clean by Silver. So one thing I really wanted to share with everyone, the thing with Wii Fit Trainer, she has very odd hitboxes. So what that means is that like generally speaking, you have characters that if they do like an up air, for example, the up air move will just hit up, right? Or like you do a aerial in the air and you hold the down button, basically down in A, you get a down attack button. You do, and just as I say that, sends him straight to Davy Jones into the locker room with you.
Don't forget to exhale when exerting yourself.
Yeah, so the thing with Wii Fit Trainer, her attack actually have like a kind of diagonal dynamic. So what happens is you attack with one direction, but there's also another attack going in the other direction as well. And because of that, you actually can option coverage. And it can be kind of tricky because unless you play against the character often, you won't actually know what the hell's going on. So I can definitely see Silver using that to his advantage, and he definitely showcased a strong Wii Fit trainer play by winning that match there, or winning that round. All right, so right now we're down to we're down one game. So basically, Opsine still is in winners. He's down one game. It just depends on what his approach is. I think the stage will make a big difference for him. All right, so we're gonna go to Kalos League. Kalos League, again, one of those interesting ones. I think Kalos is definitely a stage where you kind of have a mixed bag of all the stuff that you may want. As a zoner, I think the important thing is if he manages to get hit off the stage, he'll have more recovery options because the platform itself up there actually allows him to go into other things, which is probably the reason why he picked it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he does, but it's kind of hard to say. Still, Silver looking super dominant right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, somebody clip that because that was sick. So basically, Opsine was coming up. Silver goes in with a down air, manages to break a couple balloons, manages to go up with up B, hits him with a hula hoop, and then goes into his back air to close out the stock. Super powerful play and great awareness by Silver for being aware that Opsine wants to recover straight up from the bottom of the stage. Again, great punish tool. So, okay, gets the grab, goes over to salute the sun. Great defense by Opsine using the rocket to block the attack. So again, like I mentioned before, Silver has so much momentum going from the previous game that going into this one, and it's definitely showing. Oh my gosh, that was so vicious. Silver really went in, hit him with everything he had in his arsenal. But Opsine, great awareness, just dips as low as possible, up B's, loops around, and manages to come back to the stage. Throws the volleyball at him, manages to block everything by Silver, and then, oh my gosh, that was so sick. Good awareness with his pots and pans. Going in, what's it gonna be? Oh, gets him with a strong hit of Nair. And just like that, the stock is closed out. Oh my gosh. That's a back air, oh, it's not the stock. Not enough. That was really good awareness. So he broke all of his balloons, puts Villager in the free fall, and then punishes him for it. 147%, not enough to close up the stock yet, but again, in a really big danger zone for Opsine. I'd be careful with Silver when it comes to the throws because it is going to start scaling. He does have total concentration, gets him with the salute the sun, manages to break through just before the rocket went through. So clashed with both, hitbox got extended a little bit, and it ended up taking out Opsine's stock. Oh my gosh, good up tilt, good forward tilt. Oh, these combos are really going in hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, the spike! Is he going in again? Is he doing it again? Oh my gosh, that was so smart. Use the volleyball to reflect off the wall. Managed to hit Opsine. But again, Opsine, great awareness. Still managed to get back to the stage. Silver is just so vicious right now. Hits him with the salute the sun. What's he gonna in with? He gets the volleyball, gets pickpocketed. What's he gonna do? Going in. Oh, air dodge. Unfortunate end for Opsine. Opsine's starting to feel the pressure right now, guys. Like, just like that, we have a quick 2-0. Again, Wii Fit Trainer is gonna need at least one more round before the tournament gets reset to both players and losers. So honestly, it could be anyone's right now. Great showing by both players, though. Alright guys, be right back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Salute the sun.
Alright boys, I'm back. Boys and gals. Alright, so continuing with the grand finals, this match seems to be lasting a lot longer than the previous ones. Upside down to his last stock again. Silver showing great awareness right now. Oh, that was so good. He basically has mastery of the volleyball technique, and you can have it bounce and then use another attack to balance where you want it to go. A great showing by Opsine with getting that forward smash at the end there. Oh, the footstool! Oh my gosh. How many more times does this boy want to
Now
get
that's
stomped?
great workout.
Because every single time I just see this and it's just like constant down smash or down airs. Man, that was a powerful one. So, unfortunate game for Opsine. He can still make this happen though. Honestly, all he needs is just to All he needs is just to really think about how he wants to approach this matchup, because clearly Silver has figured something out. He needs to be able to counteract that, because if he doesn't, then well, it's gonna be a rough match for him. So I think both players are just kind of deciding if they're gonna stay or not. Alright, so again, Wii Fit Trainer versus Villager. He's gonna stick with his guns.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so both players, again, kind of playing with a zoning match. I feel like Silver is a bit more comfortable with the rushdown now. I think I think he's figured out how to evade all the projectiles the Opsine has been throwing out. Definitely great showing by catching him on the ledge there with the volleyball and just spiking him to the end. I noticed that a lot of times now, like Opsine is just punishing. Silver's punishing Opsine for being off the stage with those. Oh my god, that was confidence right there. He just held that smash, but unfortunately, he doesn't get the hit. All right, so right now, still kind of danger zone for Opsine, because Silver, oh no, not powered up anymore. Oh, salute the sun. I think Opsine is finding it difficult to try to get past, or try to land hits on Silver. Like, yes, you can put up a lot of projectiles, but if they don't go to the right angle, or if the opponent can evade them, then, well, the projectiles aren't going to do anything for you. Oh, good forward smash. Okay, he's going off the stage. Again, very dangerous predicament. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, gets the throw. There we go. With the combination of total concentration plus back throw plus the ledge, it makes it very easy to close the stock in those particular scenarios. So, yeah. Oh, grounded. What's gonna be? Oh, so he pocketed the volleyball. You know, I haven't actually seen Opsine use the volleyball against Silver very much in these games. So, I mean, definitely something that he'll wanna have in consideration. But yeah, I mean, positioning wise, I think it's a great zoning tool. Just depends on how he's going to utilize it. Oh, that was clean. So basically what he did was he used the rocket and used the explosion of the rocket to mask a up smash. Imagine you catch Silver with the tail end of that, but not at the close stock. Oh! So that was like point blank back air. That actually has a very strong hitbox. So that's kind of like the same with all the other back air hitboxes in this game, is kind of like the kill move option of the character. Okay, yeah, it's low profiling. It's interesting, low profiling is good against most zoning attacks in this game, but Villager's attacks are actually so low to the ground already that sometimes it doesn't really work. So it does work against his aerials, but against the other projectiles he puts down, it's a tough call, because he is such a short character already that that is something that will allow him to actually hit the characters that try to low profile him. Man, honestly, this is a close game right now. Could be anyone's, but just gotta wait and see. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, what a call out. Okay, I didn't really know what to expect there. It just got really quiet for everyone. And he just ran up and he's like, oh, your karate chop, and just chopped him in the face. So yeah, no, this is looking really rough for Opsine right now. Silver's already up 4 games in a row. I don't know if he can bounce back from this, but you just gotta have that mental fortitude and just keep going, right? All right, and just like that, we have another match coming up. So, what stage is it going to be this time? That's the real question.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so again, we're going to go back to Town and City. Kind of interesting call, I would say. In this particular scenario, I would like to see Opsine kind of he needs to try something different. He needs to adapt to the playstyle that Silver is doing, which is very heavy rush. And just like that, that's another down air. Oh my god, that could have been another spike. Very well played by Silver, but unfortunately manages to only hit 1 balloon in that volleyball exchange. Oh, good forward air by Opsine. Managed to get close up the first stock. Ooh. Oh, yo, he tricked him. He's gonna be like, am I gonna go left? I'm gonna right? Oh, you gotta pick. That 50-50 tech. Okay. Villager's recovery is so strong. Just able to just hover there for so long. Oh, gets him with that forward smash. Again, it looks like Silver's really adapting well to making sure that he doesn't get hit by the bowling balls anymore. He just grabs the ledge just before the ball's about to come out, and it gives him the visibility frames he needs to be able to survive against those. Oh, up tilt. Forward throw? Yeah, what's fall gonna be? Total concentration. Oh, gets hit by the back air. Gonna keep running. Oh, still has the power up, so I mean, honestly, if he gets the right read, Opsine could lose the stock right here. Oh, just as I say that, both players KO each other at the exact same time. Very powerful. I would say in terms of like making sure advantage state, I would say Silver won on that trade just because he was already at such high percentage. Being able to get an early stock out of or early kill out of Opsine is actually quite powerful. Alright, back throw. What's follow-up gonna be? Oh, down air. Oh, volleyball. Again, you can see the dynamic between rushdown and zoning. So while you're zoning, like, yes, things can really seem powerful, but as the rushdown character gets in, it makes it way harder. Back throw. Total concentration. Gets him with a throw. Oh, trying to go for the up air. That may have been the stock had he got it. Oh, wow. I have no idea what just happened there. I'm going to assume he put out the rocket and then went with the axe at the same time. And that basically like she clanked with the rocket and got hit by the axe. That closed up the stock. Ooh, so both players 1-1 right now. So really, it all depends on what kind of adaptations they'll each make. Right, here we go. Villager versus Wii Fit Trainer again. What stage are we going on this time? Pokemon Stadium. Okay, interesting pick. Stage is still quite big. Platforms will kind of help both players. So I mean, again, the reason why the stage is so often picked is because it kind of works for everyone. Alright, both players just play the neutral game, just try to throw out attacks where they can. Again, kind of difficult when at the end of the day, it really depends on whose zoning tools will kind of outzone the other person. And as I say that, both straight into his tilt, when he's empowered by that total concentration, does extra damage. Throw it in, gets the back air. Already at 57%, what the ball going to be? Oh, the forward smash! Send him out of here. Oh, but not enough to take out the stock. Gets him with a volleyball. He's going to keep going. So much aggression. Oh my gosh. And after all that, holds a bowling ball for his troubles. Unfortunate for Silver, but very good string otherwise. Alright, Opsine's really going in right now. So, Opsine putting up the zoning for, but his own tree is actually holding back his projectiles. Oh, salute the sun. Still managed to survive. Great DI by Opsine. Oh my gosh, that was so smart. So basically what just happened is Silver had the awareness that Opsine was going to try to recover low. He actually angled his up B so that the up B hula hoops would pop the bombs and the balloons. And when the balloons actually popped, Villager's left in a helpless freefall state. And during that time, he can't do anything else. So, good call out. And manages to close out the stock like that. Oh my gosh, what a call out. Silver again with these really strong reads. So Opsine, he does a lot of zoning strategies. He's following a rhythm, and Silver's definitely picked up on those rhythms. And basically the gaps that he happens to see, he capitalizes on it. And so at the very end there, you can see that again, Opsine was trying to get back into a position where he could continue his zoning, and just his mental space was, I need to keep up what I'm doing. Silver, with that awareness, went ahead and did the up smash, and just had the right spacing to just tipper that, and that was enough to close up the stock. So, great approach by Silver. Opsine's going to have to answer back, because, man, he's just getting hit by everything right now. Whether it's his balloons being popped, or whether it's the forward smashes or up smashes, he needs to be able to answer back to that. Alright, let's see what stage the character or the players pick this time.
Three, two, one, go!
So it looks like we're going to Town and City. Again, very big stage. Gives you a lot of room for movement and a lot of room for zoning. So I can see why Opsine would have picked this stage, but again, as I say that, Silver with the rushdown. If you can't get away from the opponent, it doesn't matter how big or small the stage is. If you can't get him off you. Ooh, almost got cheesed off there. Oh. Oh my gosh. So again, oh my gosh, Opsine with these really good strings from projectile to projectile. Managing to catch kind of all the options that Silver's trying to do when he's trying to stay grounded.
Let's tone up those
Well,
legs.
good forward throw. What's it gonna be? No follow-up, unfortunately. Oh, managed him with a salute the sun. Not enough to close out the stock. Silver's fishing though. He's fishing. He's sharking. Oh, so Opsine manages to escape. Goes back into his zoning patterns. So he's changing his zoning patterns now. He's actually, instead of using the rocket low, he does a high rocket to low forward air. So that actually managed to catch the crouching that Silver's tending to do. Oh my gosh, both players kind of flailing at the end there. Okay, gets him with the volleyball. Oh, gets grabbed. What's the follow-up going to be? It's going to get spike him? Oh, he grounds him. Doesn't manage to get the follow-up though. Oh my gosh, that was rough. So basically what happened there is, oh my gosh, that was so good by Opsine. Good awareness. So basically what happened is, so Silver actually went in with a volleyball throw. At the same time, Opsine threw his dash attack. So both of them hit at the exact same time, causing the attack to be amplified. And then afterwards, he followed up with forward air, closed out the stop. So great awareness by Opsine. Good parry by Silver. No follow up. Oh, Opsine has absorbed Salute the Sun. So let's just see how he's going to utilize it. So with Salute the Sun, again, when you pocket stuff, I believe it does get amplified. That you have to be dangerous. Oh my gosh, great parry into rollback into forward smash. Manages to catch Opsine mashing jab and punishing him for it. Oh, that was unfortunate. So we kind of talked about this earlier, where he could use the rocket to cover his approaches. But the thing is, if your hitbox is in front or kind of like with the rocket, there is a chance you could get hit by it, get hit by projectiles, even though the rocket's kind of either in front or with you. But that's because the hitbox is kind of overlapping. Oh my gosh, that was really good by Opsine opting for that down air, closing out the stock against Silver. So again, any player's game right now, Opsine definitely looks like he has a bit of a momentum shift. He has to maintain it, otherwise he's going to be eliminated in this stock. Alright, good dash attack by Silver. Oh, another dash attack by Silver. Oh, good forward smash by Opsine though. Oh my gosh, gets hit by the rocket. What's this going to be? Oh, good nair by Opsine. Honestly, it's a very scramble situation for both players right now, so dangerous times. But oh my gosh, that was so rough. So basically right now, Silver is actually amped. He's super powered up. Basically, almost any of his moves can actually take out Opsine. Opsine has to be extra careful right now. Okay, waited out the total concentration. Now we're back to regular neutral game. It's just a matter of who's going to get the next hit and who's going to get the next efficient, powerful hit. Forward throw. All right, forward throw. What's the setup going to be? Oh, gets him with a volleyball. And that's it. Good stuff by both players. But Silver managing to edge it out. It looks like today Silver won't be walking away with a silver medal. He'll actually be taking gold. So I'm hoping actually next tournament he'll go as gold. So that'll be fun. So yeah, good stuff by Silver and Opsine. Both players kind of neck and neck there, Scrabble situation wise. I think that I think Silver kind of downloaded Opsine.txt. And yeah, what a great way to close out the match, finishing him off with his own zoning tool and just the one thing that he's been pocketing the whole game. So great stuff by both players and exciting games overall. So yeah, I just want to bring us back. So I think in terms of the tournament and everything else, I hope everyone enjoyed it. That was grand finals, and our winners are going to be first place we have Silver, second place we have Opsine, and third place we have Nervy. All great plays by everyone involved, and we look forward to having more. Again, this is Vancouver Street Battles online series. So this one is Smash Ultimate specifically. If you guys are enjoying this, please let us know. Again, your feedback is very vital to us. In terms of right now, with the current events, we don't have a venue for everyone to be able to play at because obviously we want to make sure everyone's staying safe. With that said, once things are back up and operational, we look forward to seeing the people that are playing right now come out to the tournament series and actually join us in playing. Right? Like it's one thing to play online, but it's another experience to play with people and in person. I've seen lots of people meet new friends or just learn new strategies or different things. Each person gets something different out of going to a live tournament. So thank you again for everyone for watching. That's pretty much it. I think after that we're signing out. Okay, so thanks again for everyone watching, and we look forward to seeing everyone next time. Good night, everyone.